Waking up to green, ain't no better feeling than that. Population got your bankroll fat. Went from digging in the crates to looking up the stats. Now bookies crashing now when the Degens stat. Degens united as one. Degens united as one. Degens united as one. Degens united to all rob the bookies. I'm a Degen, you a Degen, we some Degens. You a Degen, I'm a Degen, we some Degens, and we should be friends. You a Degen, I'm a Degen, you a Degen, we some Degens. You a Degen, I'm a Degen, we some Degens, and we should be friends.
Well, hello, sir. How are you?
Pretty good. How you doing, man? How you doing, Degens out there? On a fine Wednesday, right before our All-Star break. How we doing today?
We're good. We're ready for more winning plays.
Let's do it, man. Obviously, we're not going to go game by game. It's way too many games. So I'm just going to touch on key points. If you have any favorites, shout them out. We can look at them, talk about them together. But yeah, it's too much to go game by game. And we got news coming in left and right. Guys getting downgraded. Devin Booker, Jalen Green, Eason, Sengun's probable. We got Tristan out. Star downgraded, questionable. OG out. All the Pacers guys out. Still need to see if Jarris Walker's playing. Yeah, I expect this all day today. Right for All-Star break. Guys gonna take early vacation for the vacation. And teams tanking. And all those teams on back-to-back played yesterday. So Bucks Magic. I wasn't really interested in this game because they just played each other. I don't really play these props from either of these teams except for Banchero's unders, but now it gets a little interesting because Rollins was downgraded to questionable. Let's read his status real quick. Okay, so the Bucks play tomorrow. Which teams play tomorrow? Because there's only 4 games tomorrow.
I don't even know they
So
played
Bucks
tomorrow.
and Thunder are 3 games. The what?
I didn't even know they played tomorrow. I knew there was a million games today. I thought this was the day before, but okay.
Yeah, it's one more day tomorrow for the All-Star break. It's just 3 games.
Okay.
So the Bucks play tomorrow, the Thunder play tomorrow, the Blazers play tomorrow, the Jazz play tomorrow, and that's it. Mavs and Lakers are on rest today. The only 2 teams on rest. All right, so we have 4 teams on the front end of a back-to-back. So, I mean, it looks like being a midday downgrade, and since they play tomorrow, it looks like Rollins is not going to play. So, the spread went up to 10.5. Magic are at home. They do play well at home. They're 17-8. But on the season, they've just been really bad. In that last game, they just played against each other. Finished what? I guess they lost by 19. And that was with Rollins. I mean, Rollins didn't do too much. He had 14 points. 6 rebounds, 3 assists. It was really the Kevin Porter show. I mean, now we haven't seen a game this season for the Bucks yet with no Giannis, no Rollins. This will be the first time.
What up, Big J. Cole?
So what up, J. Cole? How you doing, bro? So this will be the first. I mean, he's got to have a massive usage bump here. He played 36 minutes in that last game, 34 and then 36. So he's back up to normal minutes. I mean, he had a 30% usage rate with Rollins playing. So you got to imagine it stays above 30%, especially with Rollins out today. Blowout is the only concern. I mean, he still played 36 minutes, and they lost by 19. But they do play tomorrow. I mean, they could sit KBJ tomorrow and play Rollins tomorrow and kind of like swap them in and out. Or they could just play Kevin Porter less minutes today in a blowout, and Kevin Porter plays tomorrow. So I'm not entirely sure. So it kind of makes me, if you did want to take Kevin Porter, I would take the first half props just to protect against blowout. And I would consider like the PRA because his assist rate has to go up pretty much everything with Rollins out. So the 17.5 first half PRA. That's what I would consider. If you don't have access to first half props, and you want to play him, I feel like his PRA at 33.5. He got that last game, but I just worry again about the blowout. If he plays less than, like, say 32 minutes, then I'd be concerned. Let's look at let's put him at like 31. Yeah. Only 2 of the 5 games when he's played that many minutes, so I'd probably take him down to 20. I'd do him at 25 plus PRA alt. That gives you a little bit. That gives you like a 60% hit rate on that. But again, these are games with Giannis, right? Well, one of them Giannis didn't play. 2 of them Giannis didn't play. So that's it for that game, man. I'm not gonna touch anything else. And maybe you could consider some Magic unders here, especially if it blows out. Bane has been getting his points lately, but really favorable matchups against the Nets and the Jazz, and then he got there against the Bucks in the recent matchup. But if you look at how he's getting there, I don't think this is sustainable for Mr. T-Rex Arms. He had 7 of 7 free throw shooting in that game against the Bucks. Then he was 8 of 10 against the Jazz, 8 of 9 against the Nets. I don't see that being sustainable. Maybe Franz gets an uptick in minutes. Plays 17 first game back. Maybe he goes up to like 21. Picks up like 5 extra minutes today. We'll see. But I would consider Bane under here. I feel like he's due for regression. I don't think he's going to maintain that free throw shooting and potential blowout.
I'll tell you who's not here ready for regression. J-Main!
What up, J-Main? We're not. What up, J-Main? I was saying earlier, we're not going to go game by game because there's so many games, bro. So just shout out your favorites. We'll go through. We'll look at them all together. I'm gonna talk about my favorites, call them out. But yeah, there's too many games. Hawks Hornets. I had a couple things here. So Diabetes is out in Miles Bridges. And so that's going to be a boost to Melo and Khan RA. We only have 1 game sample size with Miles out, unfortunately. But Khan had 5 rebounds and 8 assists in that game. And Diabetes played in that game, though, but not Cockburner. But Melo played. And then if you look, so you get 13 RA with him out. And then if you look at his Khan's RA against the Hawks, they played each other 3 times. So this is the final game of the 4-game season series. If you look at the head-to-head here, he has really good RA history. Now, LaMelo was out for 1 of the games. And he actually had lower RA in that game that LaMelo was out. But with LaMelo playing and Miles playing, he had 12 and 12 RA. 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 5 rebounds, 7 assists. I think the RA at 10.5, obviously, I think it's too high, so there's juice on the under. I think if you take it down to 9.5, I think it feels pretty good because I think, or probably, if you take him down to 8.5, because that would imply, I think he gets he has potential to get 4 assists here and then 5 rebounds. Feels pretty good. Because, I mean, they have him at 6.5 rebounds, heavy juice on the under, and then assists, they have him at 3.5, heavy juice on the over. So they are implying him for 4 assists here. And the Hawks are very assist-friendly, for sure, to the backcourt. So I just want to see something real quick. I just want to see – I wanted to look at this before I got on stream, but I didn't have time. I want to see how he got these assists because when I look at this game here, December 18th, were his assists going to Miles? That's my only concern. Because obviously Miles is out.
Hey, I'll tell you who's not out, Josh. Tell you who's not out, Big Josh.
Who?
Big Emerson Baby Gap shirt, 9698.
What's up, Baby Gap?
He said, "Let's go, prop fam. Show me the unders. Overs are all right too, I guess." Crying out loud face.
We got the unders. We got the unders. I like this him getting to Cockburner because Cockburner's gonna start and play big minutes with Diabetes out. Got it. So 2. Wow, look at all these assists to Cockburner, guys. 3 to Cockburner in this same matchup. 1 to LaMelo, or 2 to LaMelo, and 1 to Brandon Miller. All right, no assist to Miles. Look at that. He finds Cockburner. I know it's disgusting. It's Cockburner, but like the Hawks just bleed points to traditional bigs near the rim. You could do a correlation here, man. A little parlay stack of like Khan's assists or RA, and pair it with I would do Cockburner. I can't do him at 9.5. I would do him at. I mean, I feel better for him to get like 6+, honestly. But we haven't had have we had 2 games with Diabetes out? He didn't really do much, but not the best matchups there. Yeah, I say like Cockburner for 6+ and Khan for 4+ assists. I mean, he should get rebounds here too, bro. Like, because I mean the Hawks have been giving up to centers, that's for sure. They're gonna have the most rebounds to centers over the last 15. But I bet his rebounds are juiced 7.5. That's pretty high, man. That's pretty high. Okay, I don't want to talk too much about Cockburner, but that's what I got here. I think LaMelo, obviously, he killed the assist in this matchup both times. He had 13 and 9. Assists actually went down that game with Miles out. Maybe I'll have to look into data. Maybe a lot of his passes and assists go to Miles, but I imagine most of it goes to like Brandon Miller and Khan. But yeah, I think his rebounds will take a boost too with Miles out. So I think you consider his RE too, but I mean it's obviously much higher. It's only 13.5. Yeah, I'd much rather play the lower line, guys, for Khan for like 9+ RA, 8.5 RA alt. Just, I mean, based on the little bit of data we watched here on Khan in the same matchup. Okay. And I don't want anything for the Hawks. We're good on the Hawks, bro. I mean, we still don't know if Jalen Johnson or Dyson are going to play. But if they're both out, we saw CJ McCollum go eternal black hole. But the way the lines are set right now, it makes me think, I think the bookies think that Jalen and Dyson are going to play. Because McCollum, when those guys were out, his line went up to, what was his closing line? Went up to 19.5 points and went to like 30 PRA or something like that. 28.5 PRA. Yeah. Didn't even bake in like possibility of them being out as of right now. Wizards can't talk about them at all because we're getting midday downgrades on SAR and then Vooch is out. So if SAR is out and we have Vucevic or Vucevic, whatever, Tristan out, it's gonna be Justin Champagnie running some of the 5, and then also Anthony Gill. So those are undersized guys. So Afro Man should absolutely feast here. Yeah, that's all they have. Anthony Go and Justice Champagne. How tall is Anthony Go, bro? 6'8". And Justice Champagne is 6'6". Oh man, Afro should absolutely eat. But so here's the problem. Well, I like him because I mean, he always attack the Wizards front court, right? With centers, especially rim runners. I mean, over the last 15 games, giving up 5th most points, 3rd most rebounds to centers. I mean, if you look on the over on the season, they're giving up the most rebounds, and yeah, still top 5 points. And another reason I like Jarrett here is ever since it's a small sample size, right? Only 2 game sample size, but the 2 games since Harden has joined, Jarrett Allen has been balling. Now, he did play the Kings, very favorable matchup, but he balled in the Nuggets game. And he's just like, Harden's finding him, man. Harden's finding him. So, I mean, I think Harden definitely helps him because now he has like a true point guard that's passing to him since, like, you know, Garland's been out.
J-Main has some plays too, if you can see your chat.
All right. Yeah, let me finish Jared Allen, then we'll get to J Mains.
No worries.
16 shot attempts, bro. That's really good. Donovan found him there. There you go. Okay. Yeah, man. If you're worried about blowout, especially if like SAR is out and Wizards in full tank mode, I mean, still a 240 total, even after that SARS news, but it's a 17.5 point spread. I think first half, if you have access to first half, totally makes sense. I would consider the first half PRA or the point, just the straight up points. Because yeah, you only like need 5 or 6 shots probably, and he's been averaging the last 2. What's he averaging? 12 to 16. Let me just see. Playing solid minutes in the first half. Yeah, I mean, the last 2 games, 7 field goal attempts on the dot. So that feels pretty good. Just need him to go like 5 to 7. He'll get there. See how he did in the first half versus the Wizards. Last time we played him way early in the season, November, he had 12.7 rebounds, 2 assists. Yeah, I like it. And then another thing I like, if you don't have access to the first half, then the first quarter, which most books have, I like him for the 3.5. He's been crushing this over his last 5 games. He's averaging 8.5 points and 8 minutes. Yeah. So I think those feel pretty good. I'm on the fence between the PRA and the points. I mean, a really good rebound upset. I just worry about the Wizards turning the ball over and having a lot of fouls to reduce rebound chances. So let me check something. Okay. Yeah, it's nice that in the first quarter and second quarter he gets minutes with Donovan Mitchell off the court. He gets about 3.5 minutes in the first quarter with no Donovan, and then probably about the same. About 4 minutes in the second quarter. Yeah, I think if you have a choice between the two, if you have the ability to play either one, I think the first half is the way to go, because it looks like he's getting more minutes in the second quarter with Donovan off the court. So you want access to both the first and the second quarter. And then I'm probably not going to mess with Harden or Donovan in this massive blowout. And the Wizards, I would just stay away, man. Tank mode. I mean, as SAR's out, Champagne's rebounds definitely go up, right? Go up like 1.4. Well, this will be the first game without SAR, Bagley, and Tristan for Champagne. Okay. So let me keep track of what we've gone over.
Be right back, bro.
Hmm? Okay. The next one, Pacers Nets. Only thing I like from this game is they aren't sharp. I caught him earlier at 13.5 points, and then since then he's bumped to 14.5, and now there's juice coming over on that. But since that bumped, I would go this PR. Massive rebound upside here against the Pacers G League squad. There's going to be a lot of bricks going around. And they just give it up to centers, right? Top 10 most rebounds. Top 4 most points. And we have no Clax. And you see games without Claxton. It's averaging 23 PR, 15 points. His rebounds only go up a little bit. It's really the points, man. And he played 30 and 32 minutes in both those games. MPJ played in one of them. But he's out today. And Clowney is game time decision. If Clowney's out, that's huge. It's even more of a boost. Because we won't. There's no games with all 3 out. Let's look at his usage rate. 19, 18. So I think he can get above 20% usage rate with if Clowney is out as well. Only thing is, like, we've seen Igor black hole whenever he starts without MPJ and Clowney. Let's see. Yeah, this Jazz game, 16 shots. Almost 30% usage rate. Yeah, give me oh my gosh, his rebounds are 11.5. It's crazy. I mean, he's really good at offensive rebounds, so what are they giving up on this season? Average. But didn't Mr. Kyle have like 1 million rebounds in that Pacers game where the Pacers sat everyone? Let's see, what did he have? It's 16 rebounds. That's crazy. Okay. Yeah, I mean, even RotoWire is projecting for 30 minutes, and I imagine it's because those 2 games without Clax, he played minimum 30 minutes. So, I mean, you get 30 minutes out of Dayron today against this Pacers G League squad. He should crush. He should crush. So this is kind of like, so Wizards prime matchup, right? And this is not too long. That's a month ago. Michael Porter was out, Cam Thomas and Claxton. Very similar situation today, but possibly, I mean, Clowney played, but possibly Clowney could be out. That's why, like, Clowney out, I think it's even, I think his lines move even more. Honestly, I think he goes like 15.5 points, but he only had 14 points and 9 rebounds. Very favorable matchup. Very similar to today. Put him at 23 PR. So I'd probably alt him in that range, just to be safe. If Clowney plays, if Clowney doesn't play, then I think you can take a shot on his regular lines, his regular points, and his PR. But I love Dayron today. Like 23.5 feels pretty good. It's too bad we don't have, man, if we had a fantasy line for him, that'd be awesome, because he can get stocks too. And they wouldn't know how to project it, really. I'd look out for it though. Maybe they add fantasy lines once they get all the news. But let's just check on Clowney's status real quick. He's probable. Okay. And why can't you just chill, Clowney? You got a sprained left ankle, man. Come on now. Okay. That sucks. Him and this asshole right here, Traore, the rookie, they black hole together. He had 13 assists against the Bulls, dude. Bulls are giving up so many assists right now. This dude went full black hole. In the first half, he was just taking every shot. He had like 8 or 9 shots in the first quarter, man. And he was like 1 of 9 or 1 of 8 at one point. He only had 18 potentials and got converted on 13 of them, so. Clowney's just so inconsistent, bro. Like, I mean, it's just whether his 3 balls falling. Look at that. This is without Michael Porter, and it's just all over the place, man. He's either dropping 20 plus or he's dropping like 8 to 11. So I'm good on him. It's just Dayron for me. Points and PR. And then we got to wait on the Pacers. Like, I thought Jarris Walker would play today since he sat yesterday, but I think he is truly dealing with an illness. So probably not going to mess with him. If he plays, it's a great spot for him because he's going to dominate the usage. Do it all like we saw in that Jazz game where he had 24 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. But yeah, he's dealing with some type of illness here. Wait and see on that. If he's out, I mean, it's just gonna be a shit show. The only guy I would consider is Cam Jones. I mean, he played 36 minutes in that Jazz game with all those guys out. And you take out, and if Jarris Walker's out too, then that's just even more usage because he only took 9 shots in that game. I think he was playmaking quite a bit. Yeah, he had 8 assists. He had 19 potential. So I would consider if Jarris Walker's out, the only thing I consider on the Pacers is his PA. Now the thing is, like, I just be careful here. I mean, this is a tankathon. Both these teams want to lose this game, and that would be like the only concern about Dayron here. Like, if they just pull back on his minutes a little bit, maybe because they want to lose, and if he's doing too good, because both these teams are fighting for the bottom spot record standing. So that would be the only concern, man. Only hold back on Dayron. So maybe Altingham is the way to go to do like 20 plus PR, and he can get that in less than 30 minutes. But I feel like guys like Cam Jones, they want him out there because he's a rookie and there's no concern of him carrying the team to a W. So I feel like you can feel pretty good about him in a tankathon and probably feel good about his minutes. Projected for 33. I think that's fair, like 34 to 36. Quentin Jackson, whenever he plays, he balls. They just whatever reason, they just don't give him run, and I don't understand it. Like, he only played 17 minutes in that Jazz game. He had 24 points, probably because he was doing too good, and they took him out. They wanted to lose, honestly. Next game, 28 minutes, 19 points. I mean, he's interesting, especially in this matchup. His minutes are super volatile, even with all his guys out, because everyone was out in that Jazz game. And he still only played 17 minutes. So Cam Jones, I feel like, is more secured and locked in for those minutes, being like they want to develop him and Tank at the same time. So that's it for me on this game, man. Tankathon. Sharp, points PR, probably going to alter it to be safe for the Tankathon, and then Cam Jones, PA. Yep. Okay. Bulls Celtics. I got nothing for this game. I'm probably gonna pass on this game, guys. But if you got some, shout it out. Here, I can check chat since underrated's not around. Let's see.
I'm here.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Chris Dunn under PRA, Embiid over PRA, Harden over 12.5 RA. Okay. Jalen Johnson definitely playing. He planned on playing the All-Star game. Okay.
Did you read the
We should do
Queen
a
one?
first quarter point. Huh?
Did you already read the Queen one?
No. What did it say?
It was right before those. It says Queen under 11.5 RA.
Oh, yes. Look at that. You liked it, J. Cole, like the 20.5 for sure. I do, man. I do. It's just yeah, I think I for sure like the 19.5. I'm just a little, maybe I'm overthinking it. I'm just getting a little concerned about being tankathon and like they pull a fast one on us and like they just don't give him that 30 minutes that he got those 2 games with Clax out. I guess both teams could go small too, right? Like they don't have to play Huff. I guess they could go small. But I like it, Chico. I like it. Pistons Raptors. I don't really attack the Raptors. I definitely don't attack the Pistons for overs. It would be under or nothing. I wanted the under Scotty Barnes PRA here. It's a terrible PRA spot for him. When the Pistons are at full strength, right? Now, you don't have Isaiah Stewart. You don't have Jalen Duren. So that's like the entire front court defense. And that's where Scotty Liz is attacking the basket and the paint. So I got to pass on him. He was at 33.5 PRA last night. I was really considering taking under, and I'm glad I didn't. And I'm glad I waited because I totally forgot about the Malice at the Palace part 2 and those guys getting suspended. So yeah, that's definitely going to help Scotty Barnes. Now, Paul Reed is actually a really solid defender, but he's just one body in the front court. Whenever he's off the court, and then he has no help defense like Beef Stew. So I think their front court defense definitely is going to take a hit today. So I'm going to stay away. Is Pirtle back? That was another reason I was considering Scotty under PRA. Even though he's going to be on a heavy minute limit, it's still just minutes on the court with them. I thought he was slated to return today. Let's see. This is the first time he's upgraded to questionable, so I assume so. He practiced on Tuesday. Okay. It sounds like he's going to play. But I'm sure he's only going to play like 18 to 20 minutes. If that. So that was my lead man, but I can't touch this game now. That messes up everything. I think Paul Reed is... I always like Paul Reed. Whenever Jalen is out, and it's even better that Beef Stew's out too. But it's not a good matchup for points or PRA here. Like the Raptors have been like top 5 versus centers all season. I feel like number 1 over the last 15 games versus centers in terms of points, and like second least fantasy, third least fantasy to centers too overall. So they're just not productive against them. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stay away unless AO shows up with some of his Pistons takes. I know it's tempting with those Beef Stew with the whole front court out, but with this big of a slate, man, we can be picky. Yeah. Let me know if you got anything for this game, guys. Knicks Sixers. Is Embiid playing? He ducked out last game against the Blazers, and it wasn't because it was a back-to-back or anything. Just didn't play, right? Not you, Bona. Not you, bro. Yeah, we have to wait and see. I imagine he wants to get the game in for the All-Star break. I don't know. If he plays, I mean, he's always live, and especially since he's catching the Knicks on a back-to-back too, and on top of that, they went to overtime as well. So they're gonna be tired for sure. Tired legs, man, on defense, and Embiid could cook them early. So I consider Embiid's first quarter, first half, for sure if he plays. J-Man, what did I say about spinning Siakam, bro? I just had that feeling, man. I had that feeling that dude was going to go full try hard. He does it out of the blue when you least expect it. I honestly think it's when he plays the top Eastern Conference teams, man. Like whenever he plays the Knicks or the Celtics, he just goes full try hard. So we just got to keep that in mind. And then watch like other games, he'll do absolutely nothing and just sit and take a back seat. I just knew right off the rip when I saw him just chucking, I was like, yep, this is what I was worried about. And then the Knicks side, I mean, I know OG is out, but I consider Cat's unders here, man. He got in foul trouble last game, but still, he played 32 minutes and he barely got over his 21.5 point line against a very favorable matchup in the Pacers, man. And now if Embiid plays, I know Cats had good games against them. Well, these 3 games, Embiid played in only, 2 of them? Let's see, Embiid played in 24th and the 3rd. So 24th, yeah, Cat didn't do shit. 16 minutes, he probably got in foul trouble. I mean, if Embiid plays, probably gets in foul trouble again. Embiid being a foul magnet, and then 3rd he went off against Embiid with 23 points. But Embiid, was that when he was on a minutes limit to start the season? He played 33 minutes. Okay, but yeah, that would be my lead on that. Would be the under 19.5, and that's it, man. That's it. Clippers Rockets, I'm not touching this game. Mathurin played awful. He shot 4-13. At one point he was like 1 of 9. But he did a lot of RA. He had 7 rebounds. He had like 5 rebounds in just 1 quarter. I think the second quarter. I'm good on that game. Beat Pelicans. Someone talked about Queen. Let's look at it. Alright. Okay. I get it because his minutes are just way down and they fluctuate so much. My only concern is like the pace that the Heat play at. The number 1 zone pace. And that just leads to more rebound and assist opportunity here. And then what if he just gets this spike in minutes like the T-Wolves games and plays 33 minutes? That is my only concern. Whoever brought that up, I get the vision on it, but if we take him whenever he plays like 32 plus minutes, he's gotten that 9-11 games. So I just don't know. I don't know what Brago, I don't know his logic, like why he plays 33 minutes some games and other games he'll play 24, 22. And it's not like they're blowouts either. They only lost by 22 minutes and it went to overtime? Did they get in foul trouble? He had 0 fouls. He only played 22 minutes. I mean, at this point, when you're betting on Queen, you're betting on Borrego. You're trying to predict his rotation in minutes. So I think it's, in my opinion, it's volatile to bet on him. And then on the Heat side, I want to like Ware, but God, he fouled out last game, and he's in Spoelstra's doghouse, man. I don't think Casper can keep up the shooting, bro. 22 and 20 points the last 2 games, but you couldn't ask for better matchups against the Wizards and Jazz. Good matchup, though, today, again, against the Pelicans. He's had, like, 3 of the best matchups in a row, but the bookies won't adjust his line, so keep him at 9.5 points. But his minutes are not secured. You see, prior to him shooting this well, he was playing like 16 minutes, even with Powell and Hero and Wiggins out. But he just picked up more minutes these 2 games because he was shooting so well. So I think he's also very volatile. He's either going to play 15 minutes or he's going to play 28. So I'm going to stay away, guys, from the Heat. Bam, solid 12 points in a prime matchup against the Pelicans, who give up like second most points near the basket. Fears has been playing well, at least 2 of the 3 games, but that's what you're going to get from a rookie. I'm good on this game, guys, I think overall. Blazers Wolves. Ant was downgraded, questionable, so can't touch the Wolves right now. I will say if he's out, we know that Jaden takes a massive boost whenever Ant's out, especially his PRA. If you wanted to roll the dice and hope Ant sits, I mean, you could take the 21.5. It's his normal line, PRA, for Jaden, because it will bump to like 24.5, which is we've seen before. Let's see. Closing line, 25.5. Yeah, it ranges from like 24.5 to 25.5 whenever Ant is out. So with that, though, you're rolling the dice because we have no idea. We have no idea. He was a midday downgrade, but we've seen him be a midday downgrade and then end up playing. He is sick, though. He woke up under the weather, it says. Very vague. I don't know. But if you're willing to risk it for the biscuit, I would say that Jaden PRA line at 21.5 goes pretty good. He had 25 against the Blazers way early in the season, though, but and everyone played in that game. Blazers have been pretty good on spot-up shooting, though, but Jaden can attack the basket. And then, obviously, Julius's PRA takes a massive boost, too, when Ant's out, but I don't trust Julius at all, man, and I'm never going to play his overs again. So, yep, that's that. And then Blazer side, I think, Denny's in a good spot. Drew is in a good spot. The T-Wolves defense, guys, I don't know if you noticed, man, it's been awful. And especially against guys, like I've always said, like guys that do pick and roll, guys that create their own shot, pull-ups, or run the pick and roll in general, they're cooking the T-Wolves. The T-Wolves still focus on shutting down spot-up shooting, so guys are just going to be sitting in the wing or in the three-point line waiting for that spot-up shot. They will defend that, but they can't stop guys that are attacking the basket, creating their shots, pulling up, pick and roll action. So Drew runs most of his is through pick and roll. So it's a great scoring spot for him. Last time he went against him was early in the season. He had 14 points, and that was with everyone playing too. But now we have Shane Sharp out, which I think is really boosted his scoring lately. Also, Denny being in and out too. And then Denny, yeah, he'll run. He'll get points through transition, which T will struggle against. They foul too, which we know he gets the free throw line, and then he runs pick and roll as well. So I think Denny and Drew are in good spots here. I just I don't know, lukewarm on it. And then like Scoot, he's only going to play 20 minutes, but he's in a great spot here because all his scoring is through pick and roll. Like most of his scoring is through pick and roll. And it's a low line, but he's only going to play 20 minutes. So he has to be efficient. So I would rank it like Drew, Denny, and then Scoot. And I definitely think the T-Wolves defense takes a hit with Ann out too. Because he'll guard like the primary ball handler scorer too a lot of times. Thunder Suns. Talked about it yesterday, guys. Wrote it down. And exactly what I predicted happened. He opened last night, Mark Williams, at 10.5 points, and then now he's down to 9.5. Even money line. And that's a big difference, right? Because for a guy who's just going to be near the rim, it's a difference of 5 baskets versus 6 baskets. Or 2 free throws added on. So that's a huge difference. 8, 9, 13. Now all these games were without Hartenstein, I'm pretty sure. So Hartenstein has not played him yet this season. He's not. And he still couldn't get over that 10 in all the games. Or even a 9.5. And he's on a back-to-back. He ended up playing 25 minutes last night. I was hoping to play a little bit more, but just 25 is better than like low 20s, 21. So I expect him to play 21 minutes today. And now the front court is fully healthy for OKC, so it's going to be even harder for him. If we look at real quick, I know we gotta run soon, but if we look at the games. So I went through and I looked at all 3 matchups. The game where he was scoring is because Chet had to come out and away from the center and do a lot of help defense and people that were driving like D-Book. And D-Book was finding Mark Williams. Now D-Book is downgraded questionable, so he might be out. So it might hurt Mark even more because D-Book was finding him and feeding him. And the other thing I want to bring up is his dunk prop. If you're on PrizePicks, it's at 2. Now, see how Chet had to come over and help, right? Like Chet had to come because Booker was crashing in, and he easy dump it. But here now, Chet can just roam and play rover defense, and Hartenstein will still be near the rim for rim protection. And I got that one dunk. They called this a dunk, bro. I don't know if it is. Is Tippin he had the second dunk? I don't know, man. That's questionable.
He touched the rim at least.
Yeah, I don't even know. It looked like he just threw it down. And in this game he had 2, and then the other 2 games he had 1 and 0 dunks. And again, Hartenstein was not there to protect the rim and be in the low block. I think that under if you miss the 10.5 points, I think and you're on PrizePicks, I think the under 2 dunks. Don't tell me it's gone, mother. That sucks, bro. I really liked it because I feel like it has like push at worst. Like that lazy ogre's not getting 3 on OKC's front court, bro. And that sucks, man. They pulled it. Okay. I wonder if they pulled it because of the D-Book news. Maybe they'll bring it back. Did they pull all the Suns props? No. That really sucked. That was like one of my favorite plays on PrizePicks, guys. Okay. All right. Moving on. That's my spill on that. Other one I was considering was Jalen Williams under points or PRA. He only played 24 minutes last game, his first game back. I don't see him playing that much more today. I see him playing like 24, 28 again. And they play tomorrow too, right? Isn't that what we found out? Let's see. Yeah, they play tomorrow too. I mean, they could sit him tomorrow. That's a possibility. Or they just play him 24 minutes again, low minutes, and do the same thing tomorrow. It just feels like a high line. I mean, favorable matchup against the Lakers, and he only had 27. And that was with him dropping 23 points in 24 minutes. That's hard to repeat, man. And the Suns much better defense than the Lakers, man. So, yeah. I mean, he did get 25 and 23 minutes against them earlier in the season. I don't know. It's just late. It could be risky, man, because if he ends up playing like randomly, just ends up playing like 30 minutes, and then like he just doesn't play tomorrow on the back-to-back, then it gets really sweaty. So maybe it's not worth betting on. I mean, if we put him at 27 to 30 minutes, he has not cleared that 27. Or it was 28 and a half, so it went down to 27 and a half now. And everything's bumping or getting moved, man. It sucks. Okay. Well, he still hasn't even cleared that 27 and a half in just 27 to 30 minutes. In all 6 games that he's played that many minutes. So there you go. Not to say that it can't happen, but it's looking not likely. And then almost done here, guys. Kings Jazz, real quick. I like I wouldn't touch full game props for the Jazz because they're not playing their starters pretty much in the second half. Definitely not the fourth quarter. So if you like Markin and you like Jaren Jackson, very favorable matchup. I'd consider the first quarter or first half. Jaren is playing really solid minutes in the first quarter, I noticed. He checks out for a little bit and comes back in and closes out the first quarter. And I think that's with Markkinen on the bench. Let me just verify that real quick. Okay, no, it's like he gets a little bit of minutes in the first quarter. He gets like 2 minutes with Markkinen off. So, I think here's the 2 games since joining the Jazz. He's played 8 and then 10 minutes. He played 10 minutes in that last one. They're definitely front loading him, so you can consider his first half or his first quarter points here. I mean, it's a great spot for both him and Markkinen. And yeah, 10 minutes, and he took 8 shots in that first quarter last game. I'd probably take him to. I'd probably do him for 6+ points here, because that means he just needs to hit 3 shots. And if he takes, we just need him to take around like 6 to 8 shots here. Markkinen, see his first quarter, solid too. You can do him for 6+ points too in separate slip. Yeah, I like their matchups. And then I noticed that Collier, like, I'm not gonna mess with him anymore. He did have 17 potential assists, but I definitely think Vince Williams being on the team now is going to affect his playmaking and minutes. Vince is picking up some of his minutes and picking up a lot of the playmaking too now. So keep that in mind. So who I like on the Kings, I definitely like Devin Carter here. Guy's fighting for a contract, fighting to stay in the NBA. He's finally getting a chance to prove himself. The Kings just never gave him a shot here all season. And now he's finally getting his opportunity. Should play 35 minutes, I imagine. He's only been playing 30, but that's because Westbrook was playing in these games. But now Westbrook is also out, and Levine, and Sabonis, and Monk, and Hunter. So really it's just DeRozan, but DeRozan, he's probably going to play minimal minutes in the tankathon between the two tank teams here. I bet DeRozan plays like 20 minutes. So, yeah, I think Clifford and Devin Carter are locked in for like 35 plus minutes. And you couldn't ask for a better matchup against the Jazz, and especially guys that are hungry and want to prove themselves. And I think Devin Carter has the most to prove here of anyone. Clifford, I mean, he's a rookie. They drafted him. They believe in him. I mean, they drafted Carter, but they haven't believed in him, right? They never gave him ran. They never give him run in blowouts, like massive blowouts earlier in the season. They still wouldn't play him. And then I watched the Kings local network, those games, and the commentators even talk about it. Like, why is he not in? So I think he's more motivated here, more hungry, man. I like his PRA. If you can catch it at 26.5, it was 26.5, and that bumped as well. Now 27.5. But great assist upside here, and great scoring upside for him too. So
And Ayo's here, LFG.
What up, Ayo?
And Sir Lotsado's here. He said, "What's up, fellas? I'm
what's
just
up,
now
fellas?
able to join. What do we like so far?" You can do that on your outro, I
A
guess.
lot,
say
man,
who
a
you
lot.
like.
I was just going to go through it before we get out of here. I like Devin Carter's PRA. I like it at 26.5. It's 27.5 now. Everything I liked is bumped, man. It really sucks. I mean, you can consider Clifford's PRA. God, he shoot bad in that Pelicans game. But shooters are going to shoot. Yeah, I think both their PRAs are live. I probably just split them up, honestly. I play them one in one slip and one in the other slip. I wouldn't stack them because they're going to eat into each other's production for sure. But if I had to choose, I would say 1A would be Carter for me, just having a lot to prove here, and then Clifford be 1B. Maxim, I mean, you could good spot for him, but I think Jazz a little bit better front court defense now with Triple J there, and especially when Nurk plays. Nurk prevents offensive rebounds, putbacks, big body in the paint. So I'm probably gonna stay away from Renaud. And Caldwell's a rebound machine, but he's at 10.5 now. The Lions have caught up to him, so that's it. I'm good on the front court of the Kings, and I would just go with Carter and Clifford. And DeRozan, I think he only was, I expect him to play 20 minutes, man. He played 20 minutes. It was a blowout, but against the Pelicans, 20 minutes against the Clippers. Yeah, I don't expect him to play many minutes, but it's risky because what if all of a sudden he just Doug Christie's just like, all right, you can play 30 plus minutes here for All-Star break, and taking it under against the Jazz. And the guy who's going to play 30 minutes is scary. So I'll probably just leave him alone and just stick with Carter over and Clifford over, both for PRA. Probably like those two, and then like Darren Sharp, probably my favorite overs for today. Darren Sharp's points and also PR, points and rebounds. Nuggets, Grizz, I'm good on this game. Jokic has just been lazy, refuses to shoot. Couldn't ask for a better matchup against Memphis. They have no front court. They definitely don't have anyone to slow him down whatsoever. Slow-mo is not slowing him down. That's for damn sure. But I was just watching him, man. He's just, I don't know. He's just like, he's being lazy, man. He's just shooting threes. And he's in just full pass mode. 25 potentials, 27 potentials. That's fucking insane. He's just not shooting. I would say he's on my ban list. I'm not playing him anymore rest of the season. He is someone on a minutes limit too. He's not doing his normal rotations. But if you want to consider him, I would say his first half PRA at 25.5. I think he can have a triple-double by halftime in this matchup. But I'm not gonna play him. Stick to my guns. I think J-Val is interesting. It's a revenge game. played for Memphis, right? I'm pretty sure he was drafted by Memphis. Was he? No, that's right, Raptors. Sorry. And then went to Memphis. Yeah. I think especially if it blows out, he'll get a little bit of more fourth quarter run. See, the spread is 13.5. Okay, so yeah, pretty low line where he can get that done quickly. You see him blowouts here. He's cleared that point line. Let's put it at 14, 15. He's cleared it when they won by 15 points or more with Jokic playing that 8.5 point line, 8 of 9 games and averaging 11 points. So that could be a good one. Really good spot for him. I mean, he's going to be going against a rookie in Prosper, who's going to be undersized versus J-Val, right? So I don't mind J-Val. I don't mind him. I mean, if you want to alt him down just because you're worried about the minute, like just not having enough minutes, totally get it. Oh, Prosper's out. So they're gonna have to run Taylor Hendricks at the 5. Oh my god! I mean, they're so fucked. Their front court's done, bro. It's done. I mean, you got Slow-Mo starting at the 5, and then you have Taylor Hendricks backing him up, bro. Like, I know Taylor Hendricks is a pretty big dude for a power forward, but he's 6'9". £215. J-Val's got so much weight on him, bro. Yeah, I mean, he should eat him alive. And then same for Jokic versus Slow-Mo. Oh my gosh. Okay. There you go. I would say the front court of the Nuggets. And then Spurs, Warriors. We got to wait on the Castle news, right? Is he still questionable or has he been ruled out yet? Because he got injured last night. You ruled out already? I don't have it on here. No, he's questionable still. We got to wait on that. I doubt he plays on a back-to-back and he got injured in the game. But who knows? If he's out, I like Dylan Harper. I liked him at 10.5 points, but he also bumped from 10.5 to 11.5. The reason I like Dylan is he scores in transition, attacking the basket. Warriors really struggle against that. Now, what the Warriors what they do well against is pick and roll ball handlers, which is going to be Fox, most of his scoring. They're number 2 in pick and roll ball handling defense. So, yeah, but Fox's usage, I'm not saying take Fox under, but because with Castle out his usage, it's going to go up big time. But I would say Dylan Harper for his points or PRA here. And then Wemby's always live. That was a crazy game last night. But if Castle's out, I don't mind Keldon's first half PRA at 8.5 on PrizePicks. You won't have to compete with him for RA here. I mean, he gets that a lot of times with Castle playing. Definitely think he takes a boost with Castle out for the PRA. So it'll be a shout out on that. You consider same for Harper too, his first half stuff, because he definitely gets more run in the first half than the second half most games. And especially if Castle's out, he should get even more run here. And he's been playmaking more lately. He hasn't been just putting his head down and black holing, attacking the basket. So those are my 2 leans on the Spurs. I'm staying away from the Warriors. I hate Steve Kerr's rotations. Pat Spencer's been balling, finally getting more run than Pods. But when Pods is in, he's super annoying. He's just chucks and bricks everything. So yeah, I'm staying away. I think Guy Santos, he's been balling, man, but like he's had some favorable matchups. The Detroit one wasn't, but we don't know what to make of him here in the Bay Area. It's like, I don't know. Is he just like a temporary guy? Or is he trying to form a long-term spot here? I don't fully believe in him. He's a try-hard hustle guy. So I would lean under on him. His PRA or his points. I feel like he's due for some regression here. If they bump him up to 12.5.
155, Big Josh.
Alrighty. I think that's it. That was the last game, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Any last minute questions that we missed? A lot of news to wait on, guys. A lot of news. So I would just wait. I would hold off. Wow, Sohan is going to be released. Wow. That's crazy. They probably tried to trade him and no one wanted him. So
yeah,
that's crazy. He was like a key starter
you can't come in the league with your hair dyed like that.
Yeah, it's true. Someone's going to pick him up.
Yeah.
Someone's going to pick him up. All right, guys. Good luck today, man. I would definitely wait on news to come in. So, before making any final decisions. But also, starting lineups are going to really matter for some of these games we talked about, like the Nets game and the Pacers and all those guys, and the Bucks and what was the other one? And the Kings. Yeah, I'd wait on that. But all right, back at tomorrow. It should be easy sledding, 3 games, and then a long break. So we got Euro tomorrow too. So maybe we can do some Euro.
Yes, Euro.
A big slate, I think. Pretty sure.
Yep. All right, bro.
All right, guys. Deuces.